Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Makfira and I'm a student of Universitas Negeri Makassar. So today I am excited to present to you about correlational research design, a commonly used method in quantitative research. This use of education and social science. So this presentation is based on the book Educational Research Planning, Conducting, Evaluating Qualitative and Quantitative Research. What is correlational research design? So, correlational research design investigates whether and how strongly two or more variables are related. So it does not involve manipulating variables, instead it simply measures them as they naturally occur. So this design serves two main purposes. For the first, to explain the nature of relationship, and the second, to predict outcomes based on one or more variables. Move to types of correlational design. So there are two types of correlational design. For the first is explanatory design. So these types looks at the strength and direction of the relationship between variables. And then the second, prediction design. This type use one variable or a set of variables to predict the value of another. Okay, correlational design have several distinct characteristics, and then in this slide we have 5 characteristics. For the first is they rely on statistic measures like person R to show the strength and direction of the relationship. For the second, they are non-experimental. It means no groups are created or manipulated. And the third, all data is collected at one point in time, making it cross-sectional. For the fourth, this characteristic, each participant provides at least 2 scores, one for each variables. And the last, data is often displayed using scatter plots or correlational matrix. Okay, we learned about step in conducting a correlational study. So there are 6 essential steps. For the first is determine if a correlational study fits your research problem. And then next, for the second, define your sample and seek necessary permissions. And the third, identify valid instrument to measure your variable. And then for the fourth, collect data carefully and check for any errors or inconsistencies. Yes. So 5, analyze the data using statistical tools like %R. And the last but not least, finally, interpret the results, and then looking at both the direction, like positive or negative, and look the strength, like weak, moderate, or strong of the relationship. This slide about ethical consideration. When using correlational design, it is critical to avoid inferring causality. So just because 2 variables are related doesn't mean one causes the other. So research must report data honestly, use appropriate statistical method, and ensure they have an adequate sample size. Typically 30 participants or more is recommended. So we move to evaluating a correlational study. To evaluate the quality of a correlational study, so we should look for the following, like, is the purpose clearly stated, or were the instruments valid and reliable, or were proper statistical technique used, and then we look at the interpretation reasonable and based on data, and then the last we should know where result clearly present using graphs or tables. Okay, now we know about correlational design. So this correlational research help us understand the relationship between variables without manipulating them. So it's a powerful tool for both explanation and prediction in educational research, especially quantitative research. So thank you so much for your time and attention. If you have any question or feedback, I'd be happy to hear them. So comment and then have a good day.